Hi, everyone. We're melting. The air conditioner in the studio is broken right now, so it is. I'm watching a thermostat across the room right now, and it's up to 78. I guarantee it's going to get up to 80. So there was no intro because our computer that usually does our show is like melting right now. It is so hot it like burned my little fingies. So sorry about the abrupt opening, but I appreciate everybody being here in this sauna today. We thought we'd what do they call that when you're like getting all the poison out of your body?
Detoxing.
All I could think about was exfoliating. So that voice you just heard over there, that's Dreams Unlimited travel agent and detox expert, Hannah Anderson.
Too hot in the hot tub.
Too hot in the hot tub. We also have theme park correspondent Chloe Ferreira.
Hey, howdy, hey.
Hey, howdy, hey.
Hey, howdy,
We're all starting to shine today, honey.
I'm already feeling the glisten. Oh, yeah.
We're going to, oh, God, yeah, look at us all. Hold on. You're watching this? Shine.
Yep.
Shine.
Oh, mama.
We're going to shine bright like a diamond today.
I'm Rhino. If this is the first time you're joining us, I don't think it's professional anymore here, so I apologize about that. But thank you for being here. Thank you for loving me. Everything that we do here is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel. They're experts at helping you plan that perfect Disney vacation, and they'll make sure that air conditioner is working. Actually, I can't guarantee that. But I think, Hannah, you have an HVAC scholarship.
Yes, I do. Yep, I moonlight in HVAC. So
okay, so we're going to send her up into the rafters, I think, and get her to work over there.
I'm from Mississippi.
I just want to cue the cliche sound of like hammer banging nails. I'm like, I almost got it.
It's like a sound of like
where's
a raccoon
that
up there.
bonding strip?
I got you.
Okay, I was like, yeah, there we go. Come on,
Buzz.
everybody. This and everything that we do here is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel. They are experts at helping you plan the perfect Disney vacation. When you book with them, it costs you nothing extra. You help support the channel and all the content that we produce here. So check them out, dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. It is also brought to you by our Patreon supporters. We could not do this without you. You're probably going to hear a fan going in the Patreon post show because there is no way that I am sitting here melting like soft serve ice cream and doing that. But yes, if you want to learn more about how you can get exclusive content from different members of the Diz team, like our Patreon after show, or sometimes it's a pre-show, you can head over to patreon.com/DizUnlimited. It is just chaos in here today. How was everybody's weekend? No need to answer. Let's move on. I'm just kidding.
Tell us about your weekend. That's what I want to hear about.
It was good. I went to Chicago and I worked. I'm working on a film project with some friends. Very. It was very profesh. It was crazy. I haven't been on like something like this since like 2015 was the last time I worked on like a little short film. But this is like a 5-episode. This is like feature length. It's technically gonna be like 5 separate episodes, but it's like 60-page script, which like equates to like over an hour and a half.
That's awesome.
Of
I can't
material.
wait to see.
So we got started this weekend. It was very fun. It was fun. I've never really spent any time in Chicago other than going to see our girl Sue at the Field Museum, and she's let me tell you, she's thick.
Oh,
that
I'm jealous.
The for those of you who don't know, Sue is the fossil of the T-Rex that they have out front of the dinosaur attraction. Is a molding. It's definitely a thinned, condensed version of the actual molding of Sue, which is one of the most complete dinosaur or T-Rex specifically, fossils that have ever been discovered. So I had to go and see it in person. But what about you, Chloe? How you doing?
I moved this weekend, y'all. I moved to
out of that chair.
Yes,
you go, girl.
I moved to a new place and finally wrapped up everything last night. So your girl's tired. Okay, moving back and forth. Couldn't have done it without my boyfriend, so I'm very thankful for him.
Shout out.
And the movers that I hired, because I moved from a 3rd story to a 2nd story, and I acquired a lot of furniture over the last year. So hired help. Thank you so much. And ready to talk about Disney stuff with y'all.
Yeah, girl. Hold on, let me take a sip from my brand new tumbler.
Show off.
Hold on, for the audio folks.
We gotta get you some nails, honey.
This is a big shout out to the Courics out there. Not Katie Couric, but there is a Katie Couric in this family. Katie, Lori, Kelly, thank you. They were like, didn't you want this? And I'm like,
they better be there tomorrow. I'm planning on going to Hollywood
at Disney's
tomorrow.
Hollywood Studios, a Gertie tumbler. $24.99.
That's a good deal for Disney.
And it was purchased on Monday, February 3rd. So if you're on Disney property or about to head to Disney property, check the
out.
5 and dime. The coffee mug was in there the last week because I got that, and then they were. This is the sweet spot I was looking for.
I know.
It's pretty big too.
I'm very jealous of that.
That one's
Look,
a
I
good
need
one.
2 hands. Hold on.
Yeah.
And the little mug that they have. Does the mug have the little prints on the
No.
bottom?
No footprints
Or
on the mug, but
yeah.
the mug's like gold
Paw
inside,
prints.
so it's a
Footprints.
two-tone.
Oh,
Paw
nice.
prints.
I'm
Paw
gold
prints.
inside as well.
Solid gold, baby. All right, well, let's do this. So I apologize, but the show's probably going to end a little early if the computers can get through it, because again, where are we at? Oh, it's 79 degrees. It's gone
I
up
feel
2
every
degrees since we started.
every degree of that.
There was a maintenance man that did come in earlier today. He was very nice for the building, and he was like, "Okay, the HVAC people are going to have to come in." And I said, "Don't worry, we've got one coming in already." But yeah, they are something's wrong with the compressor in here, and so it's mighty hot in here, everybody. Okay, so big news. Well, small. How do I word this? Astronomically sized news for tiny creatures. Get out of here. It's tough to be a bug. It truly is tough to be a bug.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you, everyone, and good night.
Yeah.
Disney gave us our first look at the new attraction, Zootopia, Better Zoogether. Zootopia is one of my favorite films, if not like my favorite animated film, and it is like, this is a garbage title. I do not like the play on together. I think it's too hard to
too
say.
much.
But we finally have, we know that's coming in November of 2025, so we finally have the closing date for the remodel for Tough to Be a Bug to become the Zootopia themed attraction, and that is March 17th. I have noticed this thing that they are doing lately where they'll say March 17th is the closing date, but they'll be like, the last day to experience it is the 16th. And I'm like, girl, then that's when it closes.
Yeah.
Don't say
it's
17.
confusing
What's that
people.
for? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad that they're clarifying, because I feel like previously, I don't know, it was you had to like clarify over and over. Is it this day or is it the day before? Like, are you actually closing the doors the morning of? Like, it's not in operation, or are you closing it for the last time on the day prior? So at least they're clarifying. I feel so conflicted about this. Like, I, for one, specifically, it's tough to be a bug. A lot of childhood memories, not particularly good childhood memories, because I don't like the bugs crawling on me, and it's it's a pretty scary 3D show for a kid. And I, as an adult, I haven't found myself going back to it very often, so I don't have much nostalgia factor. There's some bits that I'll want to listen to the audio, like he doesn't want to come out of his cocoon. That line,
yeah.
I say that like a lot for some reason.
The song's good.
Yeah, the songs are good, and then I like the pre-show, like the bees
Pollinator!
buzzing.
Yeah, there you go.
Pollinators.
Jazz hands.
Yeah, and the Hopper animatronic has always been so cool. So there's elements of it that I'll miss, but
you know which Hopper animatronic I wish it was?
I do.
David Harbour from Stranger
Oh.
Things. Okay, sorry, go on.
yeah. But the thing I wanted to ask you guys about specifically on this is, does
We
Disney
ready?
usually give us this? This is an opening day park attraction. It's not much time for anybody out there who does love this attraction to plan a trip to experience it one more time. I know that we knew that Zootopia is opening winter this year. We could have assumed, there's probably a spring or summer closure date for It's Tough to Be a Bug to replace the film. But what do you like? It kind of seems like short notice, right? What do you think?
Yeah, I feel like it's probably
Rhino's like,
because-
I don't care, bring Zootopia.
I know. I'm thinking maybe there's some data on that's like, people don't really go to this anymore. I'm okay with every bit of this. It is sad that it's opening day attraction. Also, Animal Kingdom's gonna be sad this summer. Okay, it's gonna be a little lonely in there.
Yeah, we got dinosaurs still.
What
for
do
now.
you have to say about that, Jiminy Glick?
I don't know if anybody else saw the Instagram reel of Jennifer Goodwin singing.
I did.
Yes, I did.
That got me excited.
I don't know. Oh, hold on, I gotta take these babies off. I don't know if it did get me excited, because I'm like, Zootopia is not a musical. It has one song in it, and it's sung by Shakira. By what's her name in the movie? Gazelle.
Gazelle, yes.
Gazelle, yeah.
Gazelle.
And her backup dancers.
Oh.
And
Beefy tigers.
her confusing backup dancers. But yeah, they so I was like, oh, they're going to sing in this. And I'm like, I don't know that I need everything that Disney ever does to end up being a musical. It's that thing where I'm just like, but she could just be singing along the same way they sing along to the song. I don't know. Whatever. I am excited. I'm excited that it's a Clawhauser attraction.
Oh, yeah. Lovable guy.
And I'm excited for what merchandise it will bring. Because I love Zootopia, and I feel like it's criminally underrated in the merchandise department. Also, stop doing the stylized version of the characters. Just give me the normal version.
Yep. Yeah, you're talking about that poster for the attraction?
Yeah.
And everything else, I guess.
Everything, ever. It's always the cutesy one. And I'm like,
I
okay.
know. We need more Zootopia, too. I wish that this was getting almost... I mean, I wish it was getting a whole land, but I wish this would expand to other stuff. I don't know how they would at Animal
here's
Kingdom,
the thing. They can always try everything.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
To quote Gazelle.
You're welcome, everyone.
Yep. Sing it for us.
Guys, I think I missed a career opportunity.
I was going to say don't quit your day job, but yeah, okay.
It's good to have friends like you that just keep it
you
real.
humble.
Yeah, keep me humble. Keep me
That's
humble.
right.
Yeah,
part
the
of my
heat.
detox.
I'm waiting for that thing to go to the 8-0. That's why I'm watching it. But yeah.
I'm excited. I'm ready for it. But again, Animal Kingdom's going to be sad this summer.
Does your kid like Zootopia?
He likes it all right. He's kind of making his rounds with movies, so I just think we haven't gotten there yet. But
He
how
doesn't
could you
understand
not?
the nuances quite yet.
You know what? When Chloe was talking about the nostalgia of Tough to Be a Bug, you know what I miss most is not the actual attraction. It's that billboard of the stink bug that they used to have. You remember that? And it let out the little
yeah.
I'm like, honestly, I'm more sad about that.
Well, what's so crazy is
in the attraction.
Yeah, what's so crazy is that show was put together and opened before the movie debuted. And so it really has nothing to do with the movie. It's the cast of characters, but some characters that you don't even see in the movie. So it's an interesting piece. I don't know. I'll never forget the first time I had those Black Widows come down and Hopper's like, send down the Black Widow spiders. I was traumatized.
Yeah, it's scary.
Oh my God, that's so scary. And then,
I hear kids screaming there every time.
Yeah,
it's
me
like
too.
People are like screaming.
I love it.
I
I love how I'm like
trauma bonding.
I love being in a line and watching all these little jerk children. Like, not always. Some are well behaved, and I'm like, you don't deserve this. But the ones who are just little bad words, I am like, oh, you're gonna get what you deserve in a second.
Kind of like how I laughed at my child, who was like, my child is terrified of the dragon at Diagon Alley, like terrified, like crawls out of his skin when it breathes fire, which is funny because he loves dragons, he loves dinosaurs, and it was like everybody else was like, maybe we should take him out of here, and I was like just dying laughing.
Yeah, I was watching.
I was like, let's wait again and film it. Yeah,
this is the funniest thing. Yeah, because it was like one of those like shake, like
and his body gave up the ghost.
Yeah. It was like you could see the two things separating the soul from the mass.
I know he'll be fine. It's all
gosh.
right. Yeah.
All right, we're moving on. Get out of here, Bugs. You're done for. March 16th. Remember that, everybody. That's the last day. Don't be fooled by March 17th. I don't like this business of the 2 dates.
No St. Patrick's Day.
Here,
It's tough to be a
do
bug.
you think there'll be merch?
No.
No.
Because there's been merch or anything else. And I think they're kind of like, nobody cares anymore is how I think they're looking
I
at
can't
it.
remember the last time I saw It's a Bug's Life merch anywhere.
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
Like,
I don't
vintage
think
stuff.
really, like even really on it.
And they didn't for Bugs Land at DCA, right? Did they?
Not really. I don't
think
think
so. Yeah, so.
Like we're on the same. Wait, should we do that again? Hold on, ready? I don't think so.
I want like a little Brady
I like
Bunch
the
little
harmonizing.
squares.
Yeah. I'd love it if they released that little fart bug and you could like squeeze it and
Oh yeah, who wouldn't love that?
sound thing. You know what I mean? They have those like weird Star Wars chickens that you squeeze and they go. Do you know the one I'm talking about? It's like yellow and it's like this big. Like it looks like a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
But it does a weird scream. It's not like a regular like a.
I mean, have you seen the way
Fantastic
that thing
content
looks?
right now.
Yeah.
Guys, you
Should
don't know
not
this.
look like
This became an ASMR podcast, so it's just like, get ready. We're eating pickles later. Well, that's it. I thought I had a segue, and I can't find it for our next topic, but...
It's so hot in here, I'm like, okay, we
yeah,
done?
I'm getting delusional. It's starting to be
know.
like the Looney Tunes cartoons where it's like in the desert, and you're like, is that water?
Oh, we're all a mirage.
I'm going to end up French kissing a cactus by the end of this. Watch out, everybody.
I paid to watch that.
Last week, there was an article in the Wrap by Drew Taylor, and it basically confirmed that the Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser, the $1 billion Star Wars hotel, if you're not familiar, will no longer, or never again, I should say, never again be accessible by guests. There was a rumor going around that the hotel experience would be pared down to a several hour long dinner show that would use the lobby, the bridge, the bar, and the restaurant. But I feel like that rumor was started by people like me who just wanted the Star Wars fans to have this type of immersive Star Wars experience. And I feel like I'm really sad people are going to miss out on that. But the Wrap has now been told quite firmly, they said in the article, quite firmly, that the building will not be accessible to guests at all. According to this article, the space is set to become offices for Walt Disney Imagineering. Taylor says that several sources, including an individual close to the company, maybe a mouse, Mick Mouse, confirmed that the space will be used by teams responsible for the creation of upcoming areas around theme parks, like Tropical Americas coming to Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park, the Cars and Disney Villains themed lands in Magic Kingdom, and the Monsters Inc. land coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios, One Love Up Above Muppets. This makes sense since I also believe, and am probably wrong, that Imagineering space is behind the scenes in Epcot, behind the backstage. But it's like in trailers, like double wides and whatnot. Yeah. It's not like actual buildings with foundations. So I think this would be a nice space for them, and I will be forever jealous because think about it. If they turn every one of those bathrooms, if they turn every one of those hotel rooms into office space, basically what are they doing? Just pulling the beds out. Everyone's got their own bathroom. And for the love of God, just keep the bunk beds. And you can just go take your little nap. Yeah, top shelf or bottom shelf, whatever you want to do.
I guess it depends on how much they're gutting.
I'm also very jealous because I shan't name names, and I don't want to hint at what their job is, but it seems like somebody I know who has once been on the Starcruiser will ultimately end up with the coolest office ever. And
wow. Full circle. I didn't think about it like that.
I really think that's one of those, if you needed a road sign from the universe to be like, you were meant to be doing what you're doing, that feels like that sort of thing.
That is true.
But apparently, so if you aren't familiar, the Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser, it opened on March 1st, 2022. It offered 2-night experiences. I know there were a lot of complaints about pricing, and I've stated before how much I feel like it's worth. The thing is like value and worth are all relative to the experience that you have and what it means to you. So for something this expensive, I understand it is and was very difficult to trust and take that leap, and completely understand that. So that being like a real big sticking point for a lot of people. The hotel permanently closed on September 30th, 2023. And unfortunately, I think that kind of idea of an immersive sort of hotel experience kind of went with it. Because as I've stated before, I would have loved this idea if they had just applied it to like a haunted mansion.
Yep.
Don't take me out of there. Don't take me to the park to do the ride. Don't do any of that. Just let me live the story beginning to end in a 2-night experience.
You know what, though? I've been doing a lot of research on this, and something that is...
Ghosts are real.
I mean, no, I feel like Disney's learned mistakes, but also they've taken away some things from this, and they've incorporated storytelling from Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser into the Disney Treasure with the overarching story with our favorite Coriander and Sage, the treasure seekers, it's
on my other computer.
Oh no!
Oh man, she volleyballed me. She bumped set, and I couldn't land the spike.
Sage.
Sage.
The overarching story of the treasure seekers, and also, I mean, the Haunted Mansion parlor. I don't think this is the only place we're going to see that. It can't be. Yeah. And I think something as successful as a Haunted Mansion, as long as they don't, we're creating an all new sort of manner that you can create your own new story, like based on something that we all already love. And I feel like this could be at least a successful dinner show or like an overnight experience or something. Yep. Yeah. Anyways, I think this is okay. I would like to see a nice dinner show in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge now, though.
Yeah. Give me a sit-down restaurant.
Yeah, please. We need it. We need it. Give us what was promised, please.
I mean, truly, I thought that was originally the idea, because the original concept out that we saw whenever it was like 2015 or whatever, I remember it being like looking like what the cafeteria, I don't want to say cafeteria, but where you ate, the restaurant, in Starcruiser, it looked kind of like that. Like stepped up and there was like tape, and I was like, oh, that's cool. There'll be a bar and there'll be like the actual dinner show experience. Give us a hoop-de-doo Star Wars thing.
Ooh.
In Galaxy's Edge, or off to the side.
Hear me out. Star Wars Weekends, Hyperspace Hoopla, bring it back.
As a hoop-de-doo dinner show?
And I'll be there.
Hoopla-de-doo.
Yes.
Hoopla-de-doo
there you go, girl.
review.
Yeah.
Here's how when
Bless
they
you.
should and could do it. When they do Muppets, when they do murder them. When they get it's right there. It's that same backstage area, right? So they build the building for the door coaster, build the restaurant right here, right next door, right over here. And because it's all at once, you're already doing construction back there, and it would be minimally evasive. Is that a correct sentence? To Galaxy's Edge. But, so you still go back the same way you went through Starcruiser with that big shaded entry. Like, do not get rid of that shaded entryway, though. My God, it is a respite in the summer with the benches and the thing. If anything, add a couple more like themed areas, like tabletops or things. Why don't we just have more random tabletops?
Yeah.
Honestly, hear me out.
Okay.
Muppets from space.
Oh my God.
Pigs in space.
I think we're going to have to set a limit to how many times Chloe gets to bring up the Muppets.
Hey, you just said you're murdering them, so come on. I had to have a rebuttal.
Out there.
I didn't say I was murdering them.
No,
I said they were being
It was a little graphic.
It was a little graphic with the hand motion there.
I've watched a lot of Law and Order. I did not perjure
Yeah,
myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what would the Muppet version of that? Hit it, Chloe. Listen, here's the thing. I think this is inherent in a lot of people who are big Disney fans. Also, by the way, it has reached 80 degrees. I've seen the thermostat from here.
Oh, good.
I think that we're all dreamers and we just dream our life away. Sorry, that's a song. But I do inherently think that I think that's something that is really great about a lot of people. I think it's the people who have been like kind of sort of like raised in Disney parks or like in that Disney fan area, is that it's kind of given you this element of like a limitless imagination because they can do anything in these parks. And so I feel like it does keep setting the bar higher and higher, and it should, and we should hold them accountable for such things because that is what they are supposed to be, right? The leaders in storytelling and experiences and stuff.
I know. I feel like I have a little bit of the opposite of that because I heard this news and was just like, not surprised. Imagineering doesn't really have enough offices, and I'm like, this has got to be a tax thing. This has got to be a it's it's something that didn't work out for us. We can write it off on our taxes because now it's being used for office space. So I look at it from like it's a corporate move. It does make me sad because I think. I never got to experience the Starcruiser, and I would have liked to. Cost was the hurdle for me. And I wish we could have just had like a modified version
I agree.
that. And then my other beef.
I think they should have done both. I think you could have done like two sailings and then done the modified in between.
Right. That's true.
Like sailing, modified, sailing, modified.
Well, because for a pass holder, and I get that it's part of the story that you're living, but I'm going to be honest, well, y'all know, I don't love Galaxy's Edge. And as a pass holder, part of my package being going to Batuu, going on this day excursion, like had zero appeal to me. And again, I don't love the Galaxy's Edge and Starcruiser. Like, these are not familiar stories to me. I'm like, if you would have let me stay in a Tatooine igloo, and I could have had some blue milk, and that would have been great. But
I hate that we leaned into the what does Batuu have? 3 sons? Like, yeah, honey, I wish. Like, could
like it.
Could we
well,
not have
accurate.
leaned into something else for crying out loud? Hoth.
That would be great.
Okay, so after nearly 3 sorry for the abrupt shift. It's just what's happening.
We just got to go.
It's just what's happening. After nearly 3 decades of entertaining guests on Disney's Boardwalk, Jellyrolls Dueling Piano Bar, the home of some of the worst headaches I have ever had, is closing up shop this spring. Well, known for its high-energy sing-alongs, audience requests, and dynamic performances by talented pianists. You heard me. I said pianists. Jellyrolls has been a favorite nighttime destination for countless visitors. The move will mark the end of an era at the Boardwalk, but supposedly not closing for good. But it has been confirmed they will not be opening on Walt Disney World property. Does anyone know we don't know what's going in there, right?
No.
There's some mystery.
No, and
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go to Jellyrolls, so I think this is high time for me to go before it disappears.
What? You've never been to Jellyrolls?
I've never been, and I remember being a young Disney fan.
Have fun, you two.
And I
What?
had to be
You don't
21
want to
or up.
go? At least for the popcorn?
Have you been?
And the vibes?
Have you been?
Did you guys not hear my intro? I said some of the worst headaches I've ever had have originated at Jellyrolls.
Get
Some of my
something else.
worst headaches are also my best memories.
Order
So what's
something
wrong
else.
with
Or
you?
your best lack of memories.
Yeah. No, Jellyrolls is a good time, and it's a more the merrier type place. We gotta go. We gotta go pour one out.
What did she say? What did she cut you off? What were you saying?
I was just saying that
I don't even care.
I was a young Disney fan, and I remember reading about Jellyrolls and how fun it sounded because I took years of piano lessons as a kid. So I wanted to go to a dueling piano bar, but you'd be 21 and up, and I never went. Here I am, 30, almost 33.
Packing your Casio right on your little table.
Yeah.
Ready to duel.
I'm ready.
Ready to duel.
I want to write her a song where it's like,
There
she
you
was
go.
a young piano player. Like, it's called like The Devil Went Down to Georgia, but instead of a violin, it's you with a
She went down to
Casio keyboard.
Jellyrolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, she sold her soul.
The devil went down to Jellyrolls.
Oh, I'll go with some little devil horns. I'm ready. Let's go, Hannah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
All
go.
right, have
Let's
fun,
go,
guys.
girls, because that's a song I always request.
Dun,
See you
dun,
there.
What are you doing if not playing the cues when we
I
set you
don't-
up? Ready? Chloe, you don't know the entire library of all music that
Shania
we
Twain?
mentioned?
I can't read your mind yet. Please.
Don't do it
I'll-
again.
I'll learn it for next
I'm gonna
time,
kick
I
down the door.
promise.
You keep doing that.
Listen to my mouth sounds.
Me looking
Got
up a
it.
quick
Is
tutorial.
is that a B sharp that you're doing? Yeah.
I don't know.
I can do Britney Spears, the beginning of bum 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 bum. The
Well,
end.
do it. Britney Spears.
No,
that
I can't
sounded
be
like...
not on the spot. I
Lady
can't do it on the spot.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I guess you're funny. Tell me a joke. Nothing.
knock, knock.
Okay. No. I don't have my sound effects.
Okay,
queued
it's
up. We
okay.
can't
It's
play
okay.
with
It's
your phone
okay.
today.
It's too hot.
I like how knock knock was. I was like, well, that's your phone ringing, right? That's clearly the heat. Are we up to 81 yet? No. Okay. I want to move over to Disney Cruise Line for a hot second because something near and dear to Hannah Robinson Anderson's heart is. I almost said your real middle name there. Is that Dine and Play is set to return to Disney Cruise Line pretty soon. In fact, it'll be back by the time that we are all on a Disney cruise, right? In March?
Yes.
It'll be back sooner than that.
Yeah, so it's rolling out over the next 2 weeks across different ships. And it's for the Oceaneers Club. So those are ages 3 to 10. And if you have late dining, so this is a late dining only perk, which is an 8:15 dining time, the activities counselors will come to the front of the dining room. So you got to take your kid up there at 9 p.m. So that means that your kid is having an abbreviated dinner. It's 45 minutes. They're getting to eat their mac and cheese. They're going to eat their cheeseburger, their whatever. And then at 9 o'clock when they're like, I'm bored, I don't want to be here. And you're like, but mama's second, thing of truffle persets is coming. I need you to calm down and be quiet.
What? What's that word?
The truffle persets.
What's a truffle percent?
Oh, you know
Animator's
from
Palette.
Animator's Palette? You've had
It's
these
the appetizer that
before.
you order
It's an
4 of for
appetizer.
your entree. Come on. Not you specifically, but in
They're
They're a
general.
little
only-
like pasta with truffle and like a
Oh,
cream
yes, yes.
sauce.
Oh, these-
the little
the
they
little-
yes.
Okay. God, I hope my mouth
Y'all
wasn't
know.
close to the microphone for that.
I think they know. So, anyways, this is not something that you necessarily have to sign up for in advance. You just have to be registered already for the Oceaneers Club. My son is turning 3 on Friday, and we will be trying this out on
Happy
that
birthday
cruise.
to that tiny legend.
Tiny legend. Happy birthday. And yeah, so it rolls out over the next 2 weeks, according to different ships. And yeah,
Holy ship.
People are very excited about this. This went away during COVID. So it's not been back in almost 5 years. And this is
Wow.
So I will say with Disney Cruise Line, main dining is at 5:45. That can be a hard
I like the
get.
later one.
Well, actually, I do too, and it actually kind of works for my kid even. So I think this is a great option for families if for whatever reason you prefer second dining or you're not able to get main dining, this gives you an option for everybody to have dinner together, but your kids aren't acting wild and you get to enjoy some quiet time. So I could not be happier for this.
I'm excited for you.
Yes. And for all of us, because
for
we're
us.
sharing a table.
We get to, not that I don't love your son.
He loves you. I know his face doesn't show
Should I
it.
pack one of the corgi puppets I have to
He
do my
would
puppet show for
lose
him?
his mind.
I'll take their crown and space helmet off. But,
Oh my gosh.
I thought about turning that into a children's book.
You really
But
could.
If anybody doesn't know, I kind of was losing my mind during the pandemic, and I started doing a puppet show because what else were we doing?
Good use of
about
your
my
time.
2 corgis, and one's from outer space, and one's from the ruler of the kingdom, and it's like King Arthur and Rocket, and it's all little I was like, PBS, come find me.
But really, you guys should totally watch it. My son, it's now his favorite thing. And sorry to Artie, but
He loves Rocket.
Yeah, he goes, can we watch? He's like, yeah, Mr. Rhino and Rocket is what he calls it.
I haven't even done the voice in so long. It's one of those where I was like, I get a warm up. Sorry, that was my best SpongeBob. Craig used to do it really well.
Oh, he does do it really good.
Wait, was that your SpongeBob? Could you do it again?
Why?
Because I want a clean take so I can add it to the sound effects.
Okay. Yeah.
You sound like E.T. when he's running after the kids. Yeah.
God, this is a mess. I'm sorry, guys.
Thank you.
I'll bring you the medicine, E.T. Don't worry.
Don't worry. Wait, is that when he knocks over the fishbowl and he gets scared? You know what part I'm talking about, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, God! That's when he comes out with the wig. I love that part. If we could all be drag queens like
Have
E.T.
you ever done the photo at E.T.? I know
I
it's
thought you were just
universal.
have you ever done drag?
It used to be open.
Is it
And
not anymore?
It's not anymore. You have to have the photo package. Last time I checked.
Oh,
Okay,
so you
the
can't just pop
closet.
in with a phone.
And the bike. No, not anymore.
Oh, well, we got to get that photo package.
It might depend on the person that's working behind the counter. I'm not sure.
You might know somebody.
Anyways.
Well, let's
Yeah,
switch
sorry.
topics before the chat revolts on us, and they'll be like, "This is not the Universal show." I got
Bring
you.
up
everybody.
E.T.,
Don't
sorry.
worry. Sorry, ET is Universal.
Ah!
I meant metaphorically Universal. I didn't mean Universal Studios, but it is also Universal Studios.
So epic.
It is epic. When people say, and if one of you in this room says it to me right now, we'll be sad. I don't think you will. When people are like, "No, I don't like ET. It's too scary," and I want to be like,
What?
"I don't think I trust you anymore."
What does that mean? Too scary.
Yeah, and I'm like, literally, I read about how they designed him, and it was a whole thing where he's supposed to look like Albert Einstein, a combination of Albert Einstein and a dog and another thing.
Okay.
Because it was supposed to be something that even though he was an alien, he did look friendly, and I'm like, look at his big eyes and his sweet little fingers. And it's just like, I'm gonna get drunk in the middle of the day. Hello, spirit animal.
I was creeped out by him when I was a kid, just watching because of how lifelike he looked. But yeah, I thought he was.
You were a regular
real
Gertie.
alien.
I could see you in your little cowgirl outfit and freaking
Oh,
out.
I'd love to.
Aw.
That would be cute.
With the little, you gotta have your little vase of flowers and
Yeah.
stuff.
True
They went to the playground. They went to the playground. Okay. All right. So let's move over to the West Coast, where I believe it's a lot cooler than it is in this room right now. I'm gonna keep checking. We have a new president at Disneyland Resort, Thomas Mazloum. Succeeding Ken Potruck. Mazloum will oversee the resort's upcoming 70th anniversary celebration, kicking off this year, and shepherding. Oh, man. Hannah, can you hand me that thing?
Oh, yes.
Hold on. I'm going to reread this sentence, and this really is only going to play well for our viewers. But put it underneath there. Hannah, could you also answer, because I'm pretty sure that's the people coming to fix this air conditioner, and ask if they can give us 15 minutes. Okay, ready? I'm going to start over. Chloe, you'll like this.
Yeah.
Ken Potruck is now... I skipped ahead. Okay. We have a new president of Disneyland Resort. It's Thomas Mazloum, succeeding Ken Potruck. Mazloum will oversee the resort's upcoming 70th anniversary celebration kicking off this year and shepherding Disneyland forward, which will unlock Anaheim's opportunities for expansion and investment over the next 40 years. Ken Potruck... I don't think I said that right. Ken Potruck is now the president of major events integration for the Walt Disney Company, overseeing the company's holistic engagement in key sports, entertainment, and tourism events in California and across the United States. Upcoming tentpole events include, this is insane, the Los Angeles 2028 Summer Olympics, the 2027 Super Bowl in Los Angeles, the 2026 FIFA World Cup in Los Angeles, the NBA All-Star Game, and celebration of the nation's 250th anniversary. I think that is a lot of things happening in Los Angeles in the next couple of years. My God, they did not fix the highways. I'm like, the traffic.
Yeah. Good luck.
And I'm going to play you off real quick. Sorry.
I thought you were going to hook me out of the screen.
Sorry, let's tell all the viewers, since they're all invested at this point, what did the person say?
They said, we'll come back in 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay, perfect. Then we're going to go through a little quicker for the rest of the show. I apologize. Yeah. So while we're at Disneyland, you guys can tell me, what do you think of this? I'm not really familiar with this person's work prior.
Neither am I really. I mean, he oversaw Signature Experiences, which includes Disney Cruise Line and Disney Vacation Club, and he was also Senior VP of Walt Disney World, so he has a lot of Disney management experience under his belt. Mm-hmm. So I don't really know the difference right now. I feel like the Damaros and the Igers are mostly in the spotlight, and we don't often see, this level. So I guess we'll just see how Disneyland's looking over the next couple of years to look at the differences.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot going on.
Yeah.
I mean, just Disneyland's anniversary and everything happening in Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. So I think it's a great promotion for him. But I also think for Potruck, it's probably like a retirement job kind of for him, is what I'm thinking.
Well, I was going to say, it's really interesting that the Walt Disney Company is involved in so much. I mean, I would assume Summer Olympics, wherever they go, they kind of get involved in some of that stuff. But the fact that they're involved with the Super Bowl, the World Cup, all this stuff that's in Los Angeles and not in Anaheim, which is like an hour away from Los Angeles, is interesting. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I think it's like I could be wrong, but it just seems like it's a cushy new job title. Maybe he's very good with like government relation type stuff, that kind of thing, and so this is a great retirement job, perhaps.
Well, we wish him luck.
Yes.
So, did you guys see that video of that the cannons and Rise of Resistance are working?
Yes.
Again?
Oh my gosh.
At Disneyland.
At Disneyland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
hopefully that comes over here soon, because I missed that scene working.
I know, it's like one of the best.
Yeah, it truly is. It is like, for me, there's a couple oh wow moments on that. The whole ride I love. It is easily, I think, like my favorite attraction, where the way it makes me feel and the storytelling stuff. Mm-hmm. But it is one of those where like you do the cannons and this thing where you like move forward, come backward, whatever. But just seeing these giant things moving back and forth in front of you.
That was like the moment for me with the trackless ride system was that, going back and forth between the cannons. So I really hope they get it up and working over here soon.
Yeah.
But there's hope. There's hope.
Yeah. So I fingers crossed, everybody. We'll get it again. If not, but we should make it a priority when we go out to Disneyland in like 2 weeks that we go and ride this, I think, at some point. For research.
For the research.
For the research.
For the people.
So I didn't know this, but the Disneyland Railroad and monorail, or I forgot, are currently closed.
Yeah, bummer.
I know, so they're not going to be open when we're out there, but we do know that they're reopening on March 7th. I believe they've been closed for like almost 2 months. Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout is going to have a tiny refurb. This is at Disney California Adventure Park, and that is going to start March 10th. So we'll be able to ride that while we're out there, by the skin of our teeth there. And then also, which is kind of crazy, is the Pixar Putt, this like traveling Pixar themed golf, miniature golf experience is coming to the Disneyland Resort, and it will be happening while we're out there. So this might be another thing we have to check out.
I thought it was coming to Pixar Place.
Well, Disneyland Resort. Pixar Place is at Disneyland Resort.
Okay, just yeah.
You just blew the lead.
Sorry,
it's
I'm
coming
excited.
to Pixar Place. No, I'm just kidding. It's going to be there
heard it here first.
February 7th through June 1st. Tickets are already available. But yeah, do you think it's going to be? Where do you think it's going to be, in that parking lot in the back, or like?
I'm just wondering if they're going to put it where those other games were. Maybe not, because they're redoing the pool deck right now too.
Yeah.
I think this is great because when we saw the Pixar Putt at D23, I was like, this is too good to just be like a little pop. And nobody was over there playing it because there was, so much stuff going on.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that just makes sense to me. So, yeah, I don't know where else they would put it, though, because there's not.
Yeah, there's not a lot of real estate right now. But
yeah.
well, honestly, when I was going around, I was like, it's kind of weird. This could be like a permanent installation, I feel like, and do pretty well. Let me ask you this. You a mini golf player?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I take all you down. This is like, I'm very
She's
good
like,
at mini
I've
golf.
got a par.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the last time I did. I think it was the Fantasia Gardens at Walt Disney World, like 8 years ago.
Yeah, I don't even know the last time I did those.
I do want to do the Winter Summerland. I heard that one's really
Have
cute.
you done the Universal
so
ones?
Fun.
No, I haven't.
Craig and I did them, I think, for a video. Well, it was a while ago, but we've done those. And
They look
that was
fun.
probably the last time I went mini golfing. So we might have to do this. We might
That's
have
the
to
thing.
set
I'll
time.
bring my clubs. I'm just kidding.
She'll bring her. She'll have a caddy. We'll show up and it's Jackie carrying all the clubs. Yeah.
Bring your golf cart.
Just say, we're all fam when we're carrying clubs.
That's right. But I will kick your butt.
Yeah. I can't wait to see that side of you, the really, really competitive side of you. Somebody did ask in the chat what happened to my face. I fell.
What?
Someone said,
Rude.
did someone punch me
not
in the
rude.
face? I did wear a
Aw.
Band-Aid on my face until yesterday for the
Okay,
first time.
Nelly.
And I
Aw.
think everybody thought I broke my nose. And I was like, I just fell. It's fine.
You
It's
got
fine.
a
Things happen.
rhinoplasty over the weekend.
Well, I've told people I've fought a bear. I've said
I
that I
like that.
closed the refrigerator on my face. What's the truth? No one will ever know except for me.
Mm.
I think that it's going to do it so we can let the air conditioner people in here. I did ask the one, the only Steve Porter to send me a conversation topic, which I think we will use for our next episode. And then the one after that week that we are out at Disneyland, there will still be an episode that week. We're going to make it a little discussion episode. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. Steve was really intense. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to start shutting us down early because I completely forgot. Hannah actually had something that she was going to talk about on the show. So don't go anywhere, but also hit the
Stay
thumbs up
tuned.
button. And then here's Hannah.
Okay, all right. This will be quick. So the free dining plan offer is ending next Monday on February 10th. So you only have less than a week to book that package. The date range is for travel May 27th through June 26th or July 7th through August 6th. It does have to be a package with at least a 3-day ticket. And we'll give you a Disney gift card for booking with Dreams Unlimited Travel. So just keep that in mind. That's coming up soon or ending soon. And then also really quickly, some of the 2026 Adventures by Disney itineraries are out as of today. So a lot of these are going to be those river cruises, but also the adventures to Australia, Colombia, Costa Rica, what else? Holland and Belgium, Paris, New Zealand, and Morocco are available. And especially the river cruises, some of these are already on sale. If you book early, it's a special rate, and you'll save up to $500 per person on select river cruises. So Dreams Unlimited Travel for that too. They just came out like right for the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
Breaking
it.
news.
I
Back
need
to
to
you,
do a
that's it.
clean audio cut of that, and I'll pull that out. Or maybe
Very
that's what
good.
Chloe's noise will be. The
You know what reminds me of that guy from Family Guy, the giggity, the what is
Quagmire.
Quagmire.
Jeez.
I know we can't talk about that here.
We can. It's they're Disney
well, I know, but
princesses.
Quagmire's not really like.
Oh,
PG
it's fine. Yeah,
or
whatever.
G.
Wow. Steve Porter has raised a challenge. He is currently watching this. I think he's watching this because he thought I was going to be able to talk about his topic, which he sent me some really, really good topics. I just haven't had a second to respond because I'm dying. And those of you following what I like to call thermostat gate, it is now 81 degrees in
I
here.
knew it. I felt it.
I felt my deodorant's feeling it. It's really been challenged
need
right
it.
now. But Steve says we need the Diz Tour, like a PGA, where it's the three of us and we compete on all the Disney and the Universal golf courses. So I think we found a new ongoing segment here.
Hey, I've played mini golf with Steve Porter, so
We'll pour out
yeah.
a couple Arnold Palmers. It's fine.
Yeah. I love that.
I'm excited. I think that's a great idea. Thank you for that. Thank you, everybody out there, for watching. If you are still watching this on YouTube, please hit that thumbs up button. Leave us some comments about future topics for the show you'd like us to see, because we really are we would have had the perfect amount of time to have a discussion today. Unfortunately, the sweat I'm feeling is not on our side, and so I do want to say thank you, everybody, for dealing with us with all of the technical stuff and everything like that. If you're watching this, or I'm sorry, if you're listening to this and you want to rate and review the podcast, maybe don't do it based on this episode, but do that whenever you have an opportunity and give us some feedback. You can send an email to podcast@disunlimited.com. I don't think I've gotten an email there yet, which makes me think it might not be sending it to me correctly. But again, please let us know things you want to see, things you want us to cover, future video segments, discussion topics, all that stuff. We want to cater our content toward you because you are the best and most amazing viewers and listeners out there. And we just really appreciate you being here when you are here, whether it's watching us live or back later, or if you're just joining us and this is 2 years in the future, welcome. Really happy that you're here watching us. Hopefully we all still exist in this plane of existence. But thank you. I have to go let the person in, and we don't have an outro. Sorry, it's really abrupt. Bye.